Dungeon Siege 3 gives you a unique journey in beautiful places with plenty of actions, skills, abilities and magic. I definitely had my share of fun time with the game and its great co-op features. So let's see what it's all about. The atmosphere the game provides is very unique. You get to travel from marshlands to wild forests and up to snowy mountains, obviously all including tons of dungeons. And all these locations give an organic feeling. They all look beautiful, and with the birds and music and all, it's a great journey. Even the title comes in nicely. So on the graphics part, this game got absolutely no problems. It's a cool fantasy setting. I did hear that the storytelling was an overused method, but actually I haven't seen any game using it before. So for me, it was pretty cool, and the voiceover was also excellent.
Who can say how an unexpected mercy might change an enemy's heart? As the folk of the Rills said about rebuilding, we prepared for our next move. Our old enemy was stronger than she had ever been.
The magic and the skills in the game are pretty neat. You get 9 skills per character. There could have been more obviously, but even this way it manages to be quite exciting to play through the game. It didn't feel limited at all. And when you play the game online, where you can team up to 4 players, the game delivers a very satisfying experience. From all these small characters, you wouldn't expect close-up good graphics, but for me it was quite a surprise how good they were. Especially the major roles, which got pretty good detail on them. So talking to them and making choices during dialogues is on a pretty good scale. Obviously quite a lot of RPG choices are present in the game, so you get to spare or kill people and basically alter your gameplay, because later on the game will reflect your actions. And at the very end there is a summary of all your actions and choices that you made and what consequences they brought, so it was quite nice seeing them. The game has a very nice and detailed way of leveling up. You can really customize your characters to suit your style of gameplay. There seems to be quite a lot of work behind the 4 main characters' set of skills, so you won't see Fireball for all of them, for example. One small thing I noticed is when you level up and you're in combat, the game waits until the end of it and only then does the window pop up. So I found it quite good because it doesn't break up any action you might have been in.
You're in danger here, and not only from the creatures of the forest.
Anjali, you've met this boy before?
If you're playing the game, I really recommend to do all the side quests, because almost all of the time they include extra places to go and extra monsters as well. So it's not about collecting X amount of mushrooms or anything, but it actually complements the game pretty well. It's cool that you won't get to know all the other 3 characters right at the beginning, but actually you get to spend some time with each of them, and later on, one by one, they eventually all turn up. The game is very well optimized. It loads each map for about 15 seconds and then basically no loading time occurs at all. So for me that was pretty cool because I got to play for hours without stopping. Saving also only takes up 2 seconds. The game also comes with offline co-op up to 2 players and online co-op of up to 4 players, of which 2 can also be offline. So if your buddies also got the game, do not miss out on the multiplayer, because there are more enemies, more action, and it's definitely more fun than playing alone. You can pop into any of the hosted games and take control any of the remaining characters, and based on what level the host gamer is, you get a character corresponding to that level. So all in all, if you're into this sort of games, you obviously picked up the game before, but I would also recommend it to newcomers to this genre. Dungeon Siege 3 got good storytelling, very good co-op, and offers a very exciting journey. Thanks for watching guys, and don't forget to subscribe.
Well, hundreds of soldiers poured from the tunnels, easily outnumbering the royalist forces. You and your allies fled before them, but this was not the defeat it might have seemed. Without the stone stream to refresh it,